Vandeham
The following is a lecture given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on the 27th of June 1971 in San Francisco, California.
Jagannatha Swami Nayana Pathagami Bhavatu Me. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you very much for your kindly participating in this great Ratha-yatrу festival. I have already explained what is this Ratha-yatrу festival. It is in commemoration of a grand visit by Lord Krishna along with his elder brother Balaram and his youngest sister Subhadra in a solar eclipse ceremony at Kurukshetra. This occasion is the subject matter of this Ratha-yatrу festival. Apart from these historical references in the matter of Ratha-yatrу festival, there is another spiritual meaning that the Lord is situated in everyone's heart. And this body is just like Ratha or cart. He is sitting in everyone's heart. It is stated in the Bhagavad Gita, Sarvasya chaham hridisannivishya. I am sitting in everyone's heart. Matta smriti jnanam apohanancha. I am giving everyone the intelligence as well as I am taking away the intelligence from everyone. This double work is being done by the Super Soul. In one side, he is helping how to realize self, how to realize God. And other side, he is helping also to forget God. How it is that the Supreme Personality of Godhead as Paramatma is doing this double work. The sense is that if we want to forget God, God will help us in such a way that we will forget God life after life. But if we want to re-establish our relationship with God from within, He will help us in every way. This human form of life is a chance for God realization. Without God realization, our life is frustrated. We being part and parcel of God, it is our duty to understand our relationship with God and act accordingly. And then our ultimate goal of life is achieved. The ultimate goal of life is to attain eternal life full of knowledge and bliss. Satchidananda Vigraha. Sat means eternal, Ananda means bliss, and Chit means knowledge. This body is just the opposite. It is not short. This body is temporary. It is not eternal. This body is full of ignorance. There is practically no knowledge. We do not know. After closing our eyes, we do not know what is happening before our eyes. So our knowledge is always imperfect. And this life is also miserable. It is not at all blissful. Every step, there are three kinds of miserable conditions. Adhyattik, Adibhautik, Adidoivik. Adhyattik means miseries pertaining to the body and the mind. Adibhautik means miserable condition offered by other living entities. And Adidaivik, natural disturbances. So, either of these three, or at least one or two, there must be always present. This is the material condition of life. But as spirit soul, we are Satchidananda Vigraha, part and parcel of Satchidananda Vigraha. Sat means eternal, Chit means knowledge, and Ananda means blissfulness. So if we want to have eternal life, full of knowledge and blissfulness, then we must take to Krishna consciousness. This Krishna consciousness movement is the greatest welfare activities in the human society. We are giving information to every man without any discrimination of caste, creed and color, that every human being, especially, not only human being, all living entities, including the animals, beasts, birds, trees, aquatics, everyone, they can achieve to the highest perfection of life by this Krishna consciousness. But especially the extra intelligence of the human being can be utilized to realize Krishna. If we don't do that, we are missing a great opportunity. So our request to everyone is to understand this philosophy of Krishna consciousness. If anyone wants to understand this philosophy through philosophical angle of vision or scientific angle of vision, we have got immense volumes of books. You can read and try to understand what is this great movement, Krishna consciousness. But you can also, without reading books, without taking any trouble, if you simply agree to chant this Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. You get the same result. Even a child can join. Actually, we have experienced that a child, a dog, an animal, everyone takes part in this movement. During Lord Chaitanya's movement, when he passed through a great forest known as Jharikhanda, central India, there is a great forest. He, along with him, the tigers, the elephants, the deers, everyone danced and chanted Hare Krishna mantra. It is so nice and it is so spiritual. The very vibration will immediately enthuse your ecstasy in spiritual consciousness. Please therefore take to this chanting of Hare Krishna mantra. There is no loss, there is no expenditure. We don't charge anything. We have arranged this Ratha-yatrу festival by begging from door to door, although we have no means, but still we are executing this function for the benefit of the people in general. Please take advantage of this spiritual movement and make your life blissful and perfect. If you miss this opportunity, you do not know what you are going to have next life. Do not think that there is no next life. Next life, every moment we are changing our body. You know that when your body was a baby, that body was very small. Now that body is no longer there. When you were a boy, there was another body. That body is no longer there. Now you are a young man. There is another body. And when you will become old man like me, you will have another body. This means that we are changing bodies in every moment, every second, imperceptibly. But I, the spirit soul, exist in all circumstances. Therefore, it is natural to conclude that after leaving this body, I shall have another body. That's a fact. That is Vedic truth. Vasang Shijidnani Jatha Vihaya. The example is given that as we change our dresses, similarly we are changing our dresses from one body to another. We have changed dresses as aquatic animals, as many fishes and aquatic animals as there are in the sea. Then we have changed bodies as creepers, plants and trees for many, many years. Then we change our bodies in the insect life, reptiles life. Then we have changed our bodies in 30, 100, thousands of bees. Then we have got this human form of life. That is also in evolution through many uncivilized form of human life. Now this civilized form of human life with higher intelligence and consciousness, it is meant for God realization. It is not meant for utilizing as the animals waste their time simply for eating, sleeping, mating and defending. That is not our business. That is part of our business so far the body is concerned. But as a spirit soul, our main business is to understand what I am, where from I have come, where I shall go, why I am under the tribulation of threefold miseries of material condition. These questions must be answered. If we do not question, just like live like animal, the animal cannot question, neither they can understand the answers. But the human form of life, they can question and understand the answer also. In the Vedanta Sutra, it is called Brahma Jigyasa, inquiring about the Supreme. So, that is our prerogative. Please take chance of this human body and try to understand yourself and cleanse your heart from the dirty things by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Now, today, this function of installing deity, this is authorized. Just like several times I have given the example that when you put your mails in a box in the street, because it is written there, US mail, you know that it is authorized box. And if you put your letters within this box, it will surely reach the destination. The post office will work. So there is no difference between the huge post office building and that small box, because it is authorized. Similarly, the difference between idol worship and deity worship is like that. Unless authorized process is accepted, it is idol worship. That is the general rule. If somebody thinks that there is a box, red and blue, on the street, why shall I go? So, to that box, let me have similar box at my door, and it will be cleared by the postman, because it is blue and red. That will not be. Because the box which you put at your door, that is not authorized. Similarly, we have to worship the deity according to the authorized system. Just like in our Gaudiya Sampradaya, there is authorized system by the Goswamis, and there is a big book which is called Hari Bhakti Vilas. So everything is stated there, how the Vaishnava family should have their all functions. It is called Vaishnava Smriti, Shruti and Smriti. So we have to follow this regulation of the Shruti, Vedas and Smriti. Smriti means derived from the Vedas. Srila Rupa Goswami says, Shruti Smriti Puranadi Pancharatriki Vidhin Vina Vaikantiki Harer Bhakti Utpada Eva Kalpata. Without following the rules and regulations of Vedic injunction, without a reference to the regulative principle mentioned in different smritis, without reference to the Puranas, and without reference to the Pancharatriki Vidhi. The Pancharatriki Vidhi means it is a special concession for this age. Vedic Vidhi and Pancharatriki Vidhi. Vedic Vidhi is very authorized. But this Vedic Vidhi is specially meant for those who are highly elevated Brahmins. In this age, it is accepted as a fact by the Shastras. Kalau Sudra Samava. In this age, nobody is actually bona fide Brahmins by birth. Formerly, they used to be. The family tradition, the Garbhadan system, the sanskar were strictly followed. Therefore, a son born of a Brahmin father was accepted as Brahmin, not immediately, but going through the process. But in this age, because it is very difficult to find out a person who is born of a qualified Brahmin, therefore Narad Pancharatra is there. So these Goswamis, Rupa Goswami especially recommends Shruti, Smriti, Puranadi, Panch. Either you follow the principles of Shruti, Vedas, followed by Smriti, Puranadi, or you follow the Pancharatriki Vidhi. The Pancharatriki Vidhi, just like we are introducing in this temple for worshipping deity, but actually the deity can be worshipped by the bona fide Brahmins. There was agitation in India, perhaps you know, that Gandhi stamped some persons as Harijan. Harijan. They were coming from the Bhangis. Bhangis means sweepers or the cleaners of the toilet room. So Gandhi accepted them. The government was creating, British government was creating faction between high caste, low caste. So Gandhi thought that I shall make these Bhangis and Chamars as Harijan, as great devotees. But simply by rubber stamping how one can become devotee, that is not possible. Without going the Pancharatriki Vidhi, they remain the same unclean, drunkard and all nonsense habits, and simply by rubber stamping Harijan. No. Here, what we are doing, it is not rubber stamp. It is actually training according to the Pancharatriki Vidhi. You are training all boys to become Brahmin, to refrain from 4 kinds of sinful activities, to take bath, to take this or that, and above all, chanting Hare Krishna, Chetadattmanamarjanam, cleansing of all sinful activities. So in this way, Harijan can be made, but not that you pick up somebody nonsense and rubber stamp this Harijan. No, there must be process. There is no hindrance for anyone to become Harijan. Harijan means God's person or devotee. Hari means God, Krishna. And Jan means his person. Just like we have got here government servant, special, or ordinary person. So Harijan means the servants of the Supreme Lord. So that is not ordinary thing. There is no harm to create Harijan by regular process, but you cannot make Harijan simply by stamp. Bhagavad Gita says equal opportunity for everyone. Mang hi partha vipasritya jepishu papajunaya. Low class born birth is understood due to sinful activities. Low class birth, animal birth, sinful activities. But Krishna says, Papajuna, born in sinful family. Never mind. Mang hi partha vipasita, if he becomes Krishna conscious by bona fide process, Mang hi partha vipasita. Vipasita means bona fide process, not an imitation, bona fide. And bona fide means as they are depicted, as they are described, as they are enjoined in the authorized shastra like Sruti, Smriti, Purana, Adi Panch. Mang hi partha vipasita jepi supapajana. Never mind, in whatever family one is born, sinful family, never mind. Striya, Shudra, Tatha, Vaishya, including women and Shudras and Vaishyas, they are considered as less intelligent. They are considered as less intelligent. Therefore, according to Vedic system, a boy born in a Brahmin family, he is allowed all the sanskaras, reformatory, purificatory process. But a girl is not. Why? No, because a girl has to follow her husband. So if her husband is Brahmin, automatically she becomes Brahmin. There is no need of separate reformation. And by chance, she may be married with a person who is not a Brahmin, then what is the use of making her a Brahmin? That is the general method. So therefore, even born in a Brahmin family, a woman is taken as woman, not as Brahmin. So Krishna says, never mind. Even if she is woman, even she is Shudra, even she is Vaishya, or any other, I am to say, family born in, never mind. Mang hi partha vipasita, if anyone is bona fidely made Krishna conscious, stipi janti parangati. So, his way is open to the path of Vaikuntha, parangati. King puna brahmana punya bhaktya rajasayasthatha. So, Krishna consciousness is so nice, it opens to the door of highest perfectional platform for everyone, provided he follows the rules and regulations. That's it. That is the only condition. Otherwise, if simply by imitating, if somebody thinks, oh, I can become like that, if such and such person can become, I can do. No. That is warned by Rupa Goswami. Suti Sriti Puranadi Panchratri ki vidhi mina vaikanti ki hare bhakti utpata eva kalpate. He simply imitated, oh, that will not do. So, do not try to imitate. Follow the simple rules and regulations. It is very nice. And above all, chant Hare Krishna, you become purified. Without being purified, you cannot touch Radha Krishna. In the Vedas it is stated, without becoming Brahma, you cannot approach Brahma. Just like without becoming fire, you cannot approach fire, because the inconsistency of temperature, it will burn. Just like here is fire and I am feeling temperature. But the fire flames within the fire, they do not feel, because the temperature is the same. Similarly, without becoming Brahma, without understanding oneself, realizing himself, and nobody can, Krishna is the Param Brahma. Parabrahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan. That is stated in the Bhagavad Gita. Purusam Shashvatam. Therefore one has to keep himself very purified. Otherwise you cannot touch Krishna. That is not possible. It is fire. So you have to become fire. And how to become fire? Fire, you are also fire. But now you are covered fire. Covered by this material body. Therefore, you have to spiritualize this body by purificatory process. The same example, just like the iron rod, it is iron, but you put into the fire, it becomes warmer, then red hot, and then it is fire. Similarly, by this process, chanting process, by regulative process, it is, you are becoming warmer. And when you fully become red hot warm, then your body is as good as Krishna's. So, we have to keep ourselves always in the fire of Krishna consciousness. Then everything is all right. Otherwise, it will become dull and it will be simply idol worship. That's all. That is the difference between idol worship and deity worship. If there is no life, then it is idol worship, heathenism. And when there is life, feeling, where is Krishna? Here is Krishna. Oh, I have to serve Krishna. I have to dress him. I have to serve Radharani. She is here. Oh, I must do it very nicely. And as far as possible, decorate her to the best capacity. In this, if you always feel Krishna conscious, then you are fire. The same example, keeping with the fire. And if you think it is brass made dull, I am to say, idol. Jijathamang prapadanti tang sathaiva bhajam. If you think this is a brass made idol, then it will remain a brass made idol to you forever. But if you elevate yourself to higher platform of Krishna consciousness, then this Krishna will talk with you. This Krishna will talk with you. There is a Vangshidas Babaji Maharaj. He was talking with his deity. Krishna, just like Madan Mohan. He was talking with Sanatana Goswami. Madan Mohan, Sanatana Goswami at that time had no temple. He was hanging his deity on the tree. So Madan Mohan was talking with him, Sanatana, you are bringing all these dry chapatis and it is stale and you don't give me even little salt. How can I eat? Sanatana Goswami says, Sir, where shall I go? Whatever I get, I offer you. You kindly accept. I cannot move, old man. So Krishna had to eat that. Because the bhakta is offering, he cannot refuse. Jimang bhaktya prajach. Real thing is bhakti. What you can offer to Krishna, everything belongs to Krishna. What you have got? What is your value? And what is the value of your things? It is nothing. Therefore, the real thing is bhaktya. Real thing is your feeling. Krishna, kindly take it. I have no qualification. I am most rotten fallen. But I have brought this thing for you. Please take. This will be accepted. Don't be perturbed. Always be careful. You are dealing with Krishna. That is my request. Thank you very much.
The following is a lecture given by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded November 10th, 1973 in New Delhi, India.
Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you very much for your coming here, taking so much trouble to participate in this Krishna consciousness movement. And I shall simply try to draw your attention about the importance of this movement. Importance of this movement is this, that we do not know what is the aim of life. The modern civilization all over the world, especially the Western world, and nobody knows what is the actual problem and what is the aim of life. That is explained in the Bhagavad Gita. The Bhagavad Gita says the real problem is janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha dosanu darsana. That birth, death, old age and disease, these are the problems. If you take birth, then you will have to die. Anyone who takes birth, he must have to die. And so long between birth and death, there is old age and disease. Actually, these are the problems. So far, we are concerned, living entities, every one of us, that is described in the Bhagavad Gita, na jayate na mriyate va kadachi. The living entity is never born, never dies. Nitya sasatvoyam purana na hannate hannamane sarire. The living entity is eternal, ever existing, and very old. And na hannate hannamane sarire, it does not die after the annihilation of this body. But the modern civilization, they are thinking that this body we have got somehow or other, a lump of matter, and so long we have got this body, let us enjoy life, sense gratification. This is atheistic theory. In our country, there were atheists also, just like Charvak Muni. According to his philosophy, he says, Rinam Kritya Ghritam Privet. Because in our country, India, life is enjoyable when we get to eat too much ghee. Pakki khana. That is enjoyable. Just like in Western countries, that they can eat, they can drink more, and that is life enjoyable. In our country, of course. So, Rinam Kritya Kritam Privet. If somebody says that I have no money, the Charvak Muni says that you take a loan from your friend and purchase ghee and enjoy life. Rinam Kritya Kritam Privet. Javat jive sukham jive. So long you live happy. Why make big borrow still and live happy? No, I shall be responsible, I shall have to pay next life. Charvak Muni says, no, don't bother about next life. Bhasmi bhutasya dehasya kuta punaragamana bhavet. Your body will be burnt in the crematorium, that finished. That's all. This foolishness is there, that this life, we do not know that this human form of life we have got by the evolutionary process, going through so many lives. Just like in our present life, we can understand that I have come to this body, old body, through child's body, boy's body, youth's body, in this way. That is explained in the Bhagavad Gita. It is not manufactured. Dehinasmin tatha dehi kaumara jovanam jara tatha dehantara prapti dhiras tattvanamiyu. You have to accept this. Dehantara prapti. From one body to another. What is my childhood body? That is gone. What is my boyhood body? That is gone. Where is my youthhood body? That is gone. Not only for me, for everyone. There is past, present and future. Similarly, when this body will be gone, I will get another body. Where is the difficulty to understand? Tatha dehantara prapti dhiras tattvanami. Dhira, because we are not sober. There are two classes of men, dhira and adhira. Dhira means sober, thinking, thoughtful. And adhira means restless. So, with restless brain, it is difficult. But if you have got sober brain, then there is no difficulty to understand that I am eternal. I was in the child's body, I was in the baby's body, I was in the boy's body, I was in a young man's body. Now I have got a different body. I am living asmin dehe, dehin asmin jatha dehe. It is very easy to understand. But Krishna says, dhiras tattvanamiyati. Those who are sober, they can understand. So, people cannot understand. That means the modern civilization is not sober. It is just like cats and dogs. You cannot make a cat and dog sober to understand the philosophy of life. They have degraded so much. That is described in the Shastra. Jasyatma buddhi kunapeti dhatuke. Atma buddhi. Thinking I am this body, I am American, I am Indian, I am Brahman, I am black, I am white, I am fat, I am thin, I am this. No. You are not this body at all. That is knowledge. That is knowledge. Knowledge begins when you understand that you are not this body. That is the beginning of knowledge. Otherwise, I am this body, this knowledge is there in the cats and dogs also. The dog also jumping because he is thinking I am a very nice dog, a nice cat. So, Shastra therefore says, Jasatma buddhi kunapet dhatuke. This body is a bag of three elements, kapha, pitta, vayu, according to Ayurveda system. This physiological condition, anatomical condition of this body is made of kapha, pitta, vayu. So it is a bag of kapha, pitta, vayu, or flesh, bones, blood, urine, stool, and mucus. If you dissect this body, you will find, do you mean to say combination of these things can make a life so nice brain? If you are so competent, then take these ingredients. Bones, flesh, they are easily available in the slaughterhouse. Make a good bread. But that is not possible. They simply speak, but it is not possible. Therefore, this body is not the moving spirit soul. That is different. Therefore, Shastra says, Jasatu buddhi kunapeti dhatuke sadhik kalatra disubhomayujyati. And as soon as you take this body, that I am this body, then in body relation, because a woman has got body relation, she is my wife, and the children born out of the womb of that woman, that is my children. Sadhik kalatradishu jasat buddhi kunapeti dhatuke sadhik kalatradishu bhoma ijjadhi. Bhoma means land where we live or where this body is produced. That is worshipable. That is called nationalism. Bhoma ijjadhi jasat buddhi kunapeti dhatuke sadhik kalatradishu bhoma ijjadhi. Jat tirtha buddhi salile na karichi. And tirtha, holy place, just like people go to Vrindavan, Haridwar, salile, they take bath in the Ganges and the Jamuna, and they think that now we have finished our tirtha. No, tirtha is not that. Tirtha means we have to find out sober person to take instruction from. So people who are not interested to the sober man and lives like this, that I am this body and the bodily productions or relations, they are my own men, and if I go to holy place, take bath and then come back, no, Shastra says no. Jatitha buddhi salile na karichit janesu abhiggeshu. You must approach abhigga person. That is the meaning of pilgrimage. As the Veda says, tad vijnanartham sa gurumeva vigachet sutriyam brahmanishtham. We must find out a sober man or guru so that he can instruct you, he can deliver you from ignorance of life. So you'll find in this Bhagavad Gita, when there was talks going on between Arjuna and Krishna, friendly talks. Arjuna was speaking, let them enjoy this kingdom. I don't want to fight with my own men. That was his decision. Krishna said, no, this is not your duty. You are a Kshatriya. Now you are in the battlefield, you must fight. In this way, ordinary topics were going on. But when Arjuna saw it very difficult to understand whether I shall fight or not fight, he accepted Krishna as Guru. Because he thought that friendly talks will not make solution. Let me accept Krishna as my Shishyasteya sadhimang prapannam. Prapannam, I surrender unto you. You are my guru. Now you are not my friend, you are my guru. Because a disciple cannot disobey the guru. A friend can disobey. Krishna was asking to fight. As a friend, he was disobeying. But if the guru says that you must fight, then he cannot do that. Therefore, he accepted Shishyasteya sadhimang prapanna. So, actually we are all in the ignorance. The same formula. Jasyatu buddhi kunapeti dhatuke sadikkalatra disubhaumayujjati jattirtha buddhi salilena tarhichit janeshu abhiggaeshu saeva gokhara. Gokhara, go means cow and khara means ass. This is the verdict of the Shastra, that if anyone is in the bodily concept of life, he is no better than the animal, go and khara, ass and cow. So, this ignorance, when this ignorance prevails, that is called dharmasya glani bhavati bharata. Krishna says, jada jadahi dharmasya glani bhavata bharata. When people have become like cats and dogs, the bodily concept of life, and working whole day and night, without any spiritual understanding, without the aim of life. So, this human life is not meant for that purpose. This is the mistake. It is not that the dogs and cats are eating in a different way. Now we eat in a nice table, a nice plate, and are very nicely dressed, and you are eating. But the eating process is there. Either you nicely eat or wrongly eat, but you have to fulfill your bell and satisfy your hunger. That is not advancement of civilization. To eat nicely, to sleep nicely, to defend nicely, and to have sexual life nicely, that is not advancement of civilization. Ahara nidra bhayamaithunancha samarnametat pasubhi narana. Sexual intercourse with beautiful woman and sexual intercourse with the female dog, the pleasure is the same. That is not advancement of civilization. Advancement of civilization is Atma-tattam. That is explained in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Apasyatam atma-tattam griheshu griham-edina srotovyadini Rajendra Maharaj Parikshit asked Sukadeva Goswami, now I am going to die. What is my duty? What I shall hear from? So at that time, Parikshit Maharaj, Sukadeva Goswami said, my dear king, Srotovyadini Ninam Santi Sahasas Apasyatam atma-tattam griheshu grihamedina. Those who are grihamedhi. Grihamedhi means has met the home, country, society, family as the only means of advancement. They are called grihamedhi. But there is another word, what is called grihastha ashram. Ashram. Brahmachari ashram. Grihastha ashram. Vanaprastha ashram. Sannyas ashram. Ashram, as soon as any common man can understand, as soon as we say ashram, there is some spiritual idea. Ashram, here is the ashram. So grihastha ashram is different and grihamedhi is different. Grihamedhi means one who does not know what is the ultimate goal of life and living like cats and dogs also, they live with their children, wife, they also find out food, they also try to defend, protect. Simply with these ideas, if we live, That is called Grihamedhi. Apasyatamātma. Therefore, our Vedanta Sutra is there to give enlightenment. As our student, Srimad Pradyumna Dasadhikari said, Athata Brahma Jigyasa. This life is not meant for wasting time like cats and dogs, because after all, we have to give up this life. But before giving us this life, we must gain something. That is described in the Upanishad. Etad vidityaja prayati sa brahmana. We will have to die like cats and dogs, but we have got the chance to understand what is the value of life. The cats and dogs have no chance. You are already intoxicated. You are already illusioned in this material world. If you still go on drinking, where is the possibility of knowledge? You must have sober brain to understand. So this is going on. Therefore, my appeal to all the sober men to understand this Krishna consciousness movement and join it for the benefit of his personal self, for the benefit of his country, for the benefit of the whole human society. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
The following is a class on the Bhagavad Gita as it is, 7th chapter, text number 7, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on August 13th, 1974, in Vrindavan, India.
Masta paratarang nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya mai sarvamidang protang sutre mani galayava. The controversy about the absolute truth, whether the absolute truth is form or formless. There are many philosophers. Some of them are impersonalists and some of them are personalists. In India, the impersonalists are known as Mayavadi, and the personalists, they are known as Vaishnava. Here the decision is given by Krishna himself, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna means Bhagavan. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. This is the conclusion of Srimad Bhagavatam, and in the Rig Veda also it is said, Tad Vishnu Paramam Padam. Vishnu is the Supreme. Sada Pasyanti Surya. Those are demigods or advanced in spiritual knowledge. They always look after the lotus feet of Vishnu. But the demons, they do not know that the Vishnu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, absolute truth. They cannot. Because they have taken the atheistic attitude, they cannot understand the absolute truth as the Supreme Person. Nate vidu sartha gatin hi Vishnu durashayaji bahiratha mani andha jathandhai rupaniyamana stepi satantra urudamni badhya. Urudamni badhya. You are so much conditioned, just like one hands and legs are tied up. He cannot do anything independently. Similarly, we are so much tied up by the stringent laws of nature that we are not at all independent. But we are trying to adjust things in this material world to be happy. This is not possible. Therefore Shastra says that they do not know what is the aim of life. Nati vidu. They do not know. Sarthakating, everyone is self-interested. Each of us, every one of us, we have got our self-interest. But we do not know actually what is our self-interest. The self-interest is to understand Vishnu, Tad Vishnu, Paramam Padam. That is our aim. Vishnu and Krishna the same. But there is controversy whether Vishnu is secondary or Krishna is secondary. According to Shastra, nobody is secondary. Vishnu and Krishna, they are simply expansion. They are not different. Advaita, Achyuta, Anadi, Ananta Rupam. Vishnu has Ananta Rupa, unlimited forms. Baki, Advaita, Achyuta, they are not different. The other day I explained the candle, first candle, second candle, third candle, but no candle is less powerful than the other candle. This is the conclusion. So, either we say Vishnu, or we say Krishna, or Rama, Nishinga, Balaram, they are all expansions of the Supreme Person, Krishna. Therefore Krishna says, Matta Parataram Nanya. There is no more superior authority than me. This is the conclusion. Matta, from me, na anyat. Nobody else is superior. That is the conclusion of the Shastra. And Krishna personally also says, Matta Paratarang Nana Kinchi. Nobody. There is controversy. In another place Krishna says, Aham Adidhi Devana. He is the origin of all demigods. The principal demigods are Vishnu and Maheshwar, and Maheshwar means Lord Shiva, and Brahma. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar. So Krishna is the origin of Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar. They are Gunavata. For maintaining this material world, the material world is composed of three gunas, Sattva, Raja, Tama. So the director of the Sattva department is Lord Vishnu, and the director of the Rajagun department is Lord Brahma, and the director of the Tamagun department is Lord Shiva. Origin is Krishna. Therefore in the Srimad Bhagavatam it is concluded, after describing all the incarnation of God, different incarnation, the conclusion is made Iti changsakala pungsa krishnastu bhagavan sayam. All the incarnation mentioned in this chapter, they are either expansion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead or expansion of the expansion, secondary expansion. Angsha kala. Angsha means expansion and kala means expansion of the expansion. Just like first expansion is Balaram, and from Balaram, next expansion is the Chaturbhuja, Sankarsan, Pradyumna, Vasudeva Pradyumna, Aniruddha Sankarsan. These expansions are going on. But that expansion does not mean one expansion is less powerful than the other. This is transcendental, the same formula. Advaita, Achyuta, Anadi, Advaita, always Advaita, not different. Achyuta, not fall down. So, Krishna is the origin. Ishara Parama Krishna. They are Ishara. Ishara means controller, powerful. Even the demigods, they are also Isharas. You are also Ishara, I am also Ishara. Ishara means controller. Anyone who has got little control, he can be called Ishara. That is the dictionary meaning. But even the original Isharas, namely Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesha, they are also not Supreme Ishara. The Supreme Ishara is Krishna. Ishara Parama Krishna. That is the Shastric conclusion. So, Shastra says Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Krishna himself also says, Matta Parataram Nanyat. Therefore, as Arjuna understood, Krishna, Parabrahma Parang Dhama Pavitram Paramam Bhavan. Arjuna has said that I heard from the Shastras about yourself, and you are personally speaking that you are the Supreme. And not only that, the great sages like Vyasdev, Asita Devara, great authorities, they also admit that you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore there is no doubt. The conclusion is the Supreme Personality of Godhead is Krishna. As it was in the beginning said by Krishna, Asangsayang samagrang mam jatha gyasya tatsin. Asangsayang, without any doubt. So that the Krishna consciousness movement means you can understand who is the Supreme Personality of God. There are so many societies all over the world, so many religious systems, but they cannot give exact idea of the Supreme Personality of God. Some has got some idea, others have got other idea, but so far we are concerned, we are fixed up in Krishna, and that is rightly, because Krishna is supported not only by the Vedas and by the demigods headed by Lord Brahma and authorities like Vyasdev, Asita Devala, and Arjuna, who heard Bhagavad Gita personally from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He also admits all the acharyas, even Shankaracharya, although he was impersonalist, he admits Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. Sabhagavan Sayam Krishna. Narayan, he also admits that Narayan is not a person of this created material world. Narayana para abbhakta. And he admits also Krishnastu, Sabhagavan Swayam Krishna, he has appeared as the son of Devaki and Vasudeva. He admits. So, Krishna is admitted as the Supreme Personality of Godhead by all authorities. There is no doubt about it, and Krishna personally confirms, Matta Parataram Nanyat, there is no more superior being than myself. So where is the difficulty to understand what is God? There is no difficulty. But if we are obstinate, if we do not try to understand what is God, that is a different thing. But everything is there. So we should take it for acceptance that nobody is superior than Krishna. Bhagavad says, Krishnastu Bhagavan Sam, Brahma Sangita says, Ishvara Parama Krishna. So it is concluded. There is no controversy. Matta Paratarang Nanya Kinchi Jasti Dhananjaya Moi Sarvavidam Protam. Everything is in me. It is already explained that Krishna has got two energies. Just like heat and light, the energies of the fire. Similarly, Krishna is enjoying his spiritual blissful life, his spiritual Satchidananda Vigraha, Ananda, Anandamaya Vyasa. So he is in Vrindavan having his Ananda, spiritual bliss, enjoyment with his associates, ever as eternal associates, the gopis, the cowherd's boys, his mother, his father, Mother Jasoda, Nando Maharaj. So he is enjoying in his abode, Goloka. That is also confirmed. Goloka eva nivasati, akilatma bhuta. Still he is present everywhere. Ekangsena sthito jagat. Andantarasthang paramanu chayantarasthang. He is within this universe. He is within your heart. Ishvara sarvabhutanam riddesha arjuna tishtati. In one word, without him, nothing can exist. Therefore, it is said, Mai sarvam idam purotam. Everything is existing in me. Sarvam idam. The two energies in the material world, the two energies are working, the two energies are from Krishna. Therefore, everything is resting on Krishna. In another place, Krishna says, Maya tatamidam sarvam. The same thing. I am expanded. Tatam. Tatam means expanded. So he is expanded by his energy. Just like the lamp is expanded by the light. When the illumination in the lamp will stop, the expansion also will stop. Similarly, whatever we see, it is all resting on Krishna's energy. It is working on Krishna's energy. Just like I am, it is not very difficult to understand. Just like I am. What is I am? Am I this body? No, I'm not this body. The body is my house. I'm living in the house. Am I this mind? No, I'm not this mind. This is called meditation, to understand. I'm not this body. I'm not this niti. I am aham brahmasmi. So aham brahmasmi, dehinasmin yatha dehi. That Brahma, particular Brahma, is there within the body. It is very small. You just study, it is stated that Atma and Paramatma, they are living together. And where is the Atma? Paramatma. The Paramatma is stated also, Ishara Sarvabhutanam Riddesha Arjuna Tishta. So everything, Paramatma is within my heart, and I am sitting with Paramatma, therefore I am also within the heart. So medical science, they also know, they take care of the heart. When the heart stops, then everything stops. That means when the Atma goes out of it, it has no meaning. So, in the small scale, the whole construction of this body is dependent on that Atma. So, this is the example, that the Atma is so small, 1/10,000th part of the top of the hair. Because that small particle is there within this body, therefore it is so beautiful, it is nicely working, the brain is working, everything is. There are scientists that they are finding out, trying to find out what is the living force. Sometimes they are catching the blood, sometimes they are catching the cells or this or that, but failure, because they could not capture the Atma. But Atma is so small, it is not possible, even you cannot see where it is, but it is perceived that there is something within this body, living force, generally they call it. Therefore the body is working. It is spread all over the body. Jena sarvam idam tatam vinashi tu tad vidhi. Jena sarvam idam tatam. That thing which is sarvam idam tatam is spread all over the body as light, illumination. So I am Atma, you are Atma. So your illumination, consciousness is spread all over the body. Therefore, so long I am in this body, I feel pains and pleasure because the consciousness is spread. In the same way, as Krishna says, he is the Supreme Soul. I am individual, very, very minute, small particle, and Krishna is the Supreme Whole. So, as I am controlling over this body, so what is the difficulty? Krishna is controlling over the whole universe. Where is the difficulty? There is no difficulty. But we will not understand. That is the difficulty. Here it is clear, it is said, Mai sarvamidam purutam sutre mani ganaiva. There is no difficulty. In another place also Krishna says, Maya tadamidam sarvam. Maya. The original is person, Maya, aham, Maya. So by me, sarvamidam tatam. How? That is already explained by the two energies, the spiritual energy and the material energy. Para na para prakriti. That is expanded all over the universe creation. So where is the difficulty? Maya tatamidam sadvam. Anything. That is Krishna's energy. Therefore, those who are devotee, Vaishnava, they can understand that everything is Krishna's. I am also Krishna's energy. You are also Krishna's energy. Jiva bhut. Aparayam mitastu viddhime prakriting para jiva bhut. We are para prakriti. All of us, living entities, part and parcel of Krishna. So the living entity and this matter, two combination makes the whole creation. Everywhere the creation is going on. So therefore, the conclusion is Maya tadamidam sarvam. Everywhere I am expanded. Where is the difficulty to understand? Sutre maniganaiva, as the pearls are set up on a thread, standing, everything is dazzling, but they are all resting on the thread. Similarly, everything is resting on Krishna. Krishna is the support. We are discovering so many laws, or the laws are there, they are discovering the laws, but the original support is Krishna. The whole planetary system, the modern science says, the law of gravitation. But that is not very perfectly explained. We can question, there are so many things. But from the Vedic literature, we understand that Krishna, in his Ananta feature, Anantadev or Seshasai, Nag, the hoods are expanded and all the planets are resting on his hood. It is so small and the hood is very big in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Therefore, the planets are resting not on the law of gravitation, but on the head of Krishna in his form of Sesha. This is our Vedic conclusion. So anyway you take what Krishna says, Mai sarvamidam purutang, everything resting on me. Similarly in the 9th chapter Krishna says, Maya tatamidam sarvam jagat abbhakta murtina. The energies are abbhakta. Energy, just like there is light, but it is impersonal. But the lamp is personal or localized. Similarly, Krishna's energies, or take another example, the sunshine is impersonal, but the sun is personal. Sun is not impersonal. Where from the sunshine is coming? It is coming from this sun globe. And within the sun globe, there is the sun god. His name is there also, Vibhashan. Name means person. As the sun is person, and we worship the sun, Sabita, Om Bhur Bhuvasad, Tasabitu Varannam. So, this is the worship of the sun god, the morning sunrise. So, the sun god is also person. So we can study what is the nature of the absolute person by studying the sun. The sun globe is localized, the sunshine is spread all over the universe, and within the sun globe there is the sun god, Vibhashan. Similarly, The original planet is Goloka Vrindavan, Chintamani Prakara Sadmasu Kalpa Vrikhalakha Mritesu Suravi Ravi Palayant. Vaikunthalok, original, the Goloka Vrindavan, the abode of Krishna. So take it just like sun globe, and within the Goloka Vrindavan planet there is the Supreme Person Krishna, just like exactly within the sun, the person, sun god, his name is Vibhushan, and from that globe, Goloka Vrindavan, there is rays, Jasaprabha Prabhavatu Jagadanna Koti, Koti Shubhasudhadi Vibhuti Bhinnam. On account of that effulgence from the Goloka Vrindavan, there are innumerable spiritual and material planets. The spiritual planets are called Vaikuntha Lokas, and in the material sphere there are so many planets, sun, moon, Venus, earth, so many, millions and millions. They are all resting on that effulgence, Brahma effulgence, Jasaprabha. Jasaprabha Prabhavatu Jagadannakot. Tad Brahmananta Sesha Bhutam Govindam. The Brahma Jyoti is the rays of the bodily rays of Krishna.
The following is a class on the nectar of devotion, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on December 28, 1972, in Bombay, India.
Bhakti Rasa, however, the mellow relished in the transcendental loving service of the Lord, does not finish with the end of life. It continues perpetually, and is therefore called Amrita, that which does not die, but exists eternally.
This is the importance of Krishna consciousness, that in the Srimad Bhagavatam it is said, Tattva sadharmam charanam mujam hare bhajan napakotho patet tato jadi jatra kava abhadra abhud amussaking kuvarthaya apto abhajatang sadharma. Just like sometimes they say that in this moment, just like the cinema, the hippies are joining, accepting that hippies mean they are useless. They are joining. And Bhagavad says that those who are very dutiful, they are called sadharma nishtha. Sadharma nishtha, according to Vedic culture. There are different divisions of the society. Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha. So these are called sadharma, mean engaged in one's occupational duty. That is called sadharma. Or in the modern sense, somebody is engaged in business, somebody is engaged in other occupation, profession. Then every man has got some engagement. That's a fact. So Bhagavad says that tattva sadharma charanambujam hare. Anyone, even by sentiment or by any reason, he gives us his own occupational duty and takes shelter of Krishna or joins this Krishna consciousness movement. tattva sadhanmam charanamajam hare. All right, if one has joined this Krishna consciousness movement, doing very nicely, is improving, that's all right. But if he falls down, because sometimes they come out of sentiment, join this movement, and again falls down. Sometimes, not very occasionally. But there is chance, because Maya is very strong. Bhagavad says, bhajan apakotha patittatu yadi. He is not mature. And in immature stage, by some reason or other, if he falls down, then jatra kava avadra avut avussaking. Then what is the loss there? There is no loss. Suppose he joined out of sentiment and executed devotional service for some time under the direction of the spiritual master, according to the regulation of the Shastra. But incidentally, he falls down. He becomes a victim to the Maya. The Bhagavad says still there is no loss. There is no loss. On the other hand, a person who is engaged in his occupational duty very sincerely, he has not become a devotee. The Bhagavad says, what does he gain? The one who is engaged in his occupational duty very sincerely, doesn't care for Krishna consciousness, then Bhagavad says, what does he gain? He doesn't gain anything. But that man who joined this Krishna consciousness movement out of sentiment, but immaturely he falls down, he has no loss. This is it, right to understand this. Because this Krishna consciousness is the consciousness of the spirit soul, that is reality. Therefore, as the soul is eternally, his advancement in that consciousness, that also becomes an eternal asset that will never be lost. Even if he falls down in this life, he could not execute 100% the duties in Krishna consciousness, even if he falls down. So whatever he has done in this life, that becomes a permanent asset. So that from next life he will be given chance. In ordinary Kurmi's life, there is no guarantee that he will get next life a human body. According to his karma, he will get a body, maybe animal body or maybe demigod's body. But there is no certainty that he will get a human body. But this man who out of sentiment joined in Krishna consciousness movement and immaturely falls down, he is guaranteed to get a very nice human body. That is stated in the Bhagavad Gita, that Suchinang Simatangehi Juga Bhrishta Sanja. He will get birth in a family, Suchinang. Suchinang means pious Brahmin family or devotee's family. He will get birth. Or in each family. The second class will get in each family. But both these families will give them chance to begin where he ended his Krishna consciousness in the last life. He'll begin from there. That is his opportunity. Therefore there is no loss. His next life as human being is guaranteed, even if he is fallen down. But the others who does not take to Krishna consciousness, doing his own duty, but he will get a body according to his karma. Not that is the difference between the karmis and the devotee. Devotee, even if he is not successful to execute the devotional schedule perfectly, right? But whatever he has done, 10%, 20%, 50%, that is his asset. It will never be lost. That is being stated.
This is confirmed in all Vedic literatures. The Bhagavad Gita says that a little advancement in bhakti rasa can save the devotee from the greatest danger, that is missing the opportunity for human life.
Yes. Salpam apiyasya dharmasya trayati mahato bhaya. Just like Ajami. Ajami in his boyhood, he was very sincere Brahmin. He was conducting devotional service under the direction of his father. But in youthhood, he fell down. He became a victim of a prostitute. He forgot everything. He became a rogue, drunkard, meat eater, woman hunter, all fallen down. But at the end of life, when he was afraid of the Jamadutas, out of fearfulness, he called for his youngest son, whose name was Narayan. Because when you are in danger, naturally, just like a child cries for the mother, because mother is the only. Similarly, affection is there. Similarly, this Ajami asked for the youngest child, Narayan, but immediately he remembered that Narayan, whom he served in his boyhood. So immediately the Narayan messengers came and saved him. Salpamopi, he executed very little service in his boyhood as a devotee. That saved him from the greatest danger. He was being dragged out by the men of Jamaraj, but the Vishnuduta came and protected him and took him to Vaikuntha. Salpamapiyasya dharmasya trayati mahato bhaya. By chance, he remembered Narayan because he executed Narayan's service. He was saved.
Next is a lecture given at the Bharati Vidya Bhavan by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on October 18th, 1973 in Bombay, India.
Srimad Nandaji, ladies and gentlemen, this scarcity of Krishna consciousness was felt long ago. When before starting this movement, I tried to approach many friends in India. Sometimes I think I approached late Mr. Munshi also when he was governor in UP. I requested that everyone may contribute a son from the family so that I can convert him an actual Brahmin. Because the education at the present moment is creating Shudras. Actually, there are two kinds of dharmas. Pashu dharma and Manav dharma. Pashu dharma means eating, sleeping, sexual intercourse and defending. This is Pashu dharma. Ahara nidra bhayamaithunancha samannametat pasubhi narana. Eating, this is essential. Try to understand what is dharma. Dharma means which you cannot give up. Dharma does not mean you accept this dharma today and tomorrow another dharma. That is not dharma. Dharma means natural characteristic. Just like sugar is sweet, that is its dharma. And chili is hot, that is its dharma. A snake bites, that is its dharma. Water is liquid, that is its dharma. Stone is solid, that is its dharma. You cannot change. So, what is the dharma of the living entities? Are the human beings. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has enunciated the dharma of the human being. Jiver Swarup hai Nitya Krishna Das. This is dharma. That every living entity is eternally servant of Krishna. He cannot give it up. If he does not serve Krishna, then he will have to serve Maya. Service is there. Nobody can say that I don't serve anyone. Is there anybody who can say boldly that I do not serve anyone? You must serve. That is your dharma. Either you become a Christian or a Muslim or a Hindu or this or that, your real characteristic is that you have to serve. That service attitude, when it is misunderstood, it is applied to Maya and we are not happy. When it is applied to Krishna, then we are happy. Service you must render. That is your position. You cannot become master. Even the politicians, they promise, I shall give you such and such service. Please give me vote. So the service is promised because we have to serve. This definition given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that Jiver Swarup hai Krishna Nitya Das. The real, original characteristic of the living entity is to serve Krishna. That is confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says, Mamaivangsa Jiva Bhuta. All these living entities, they are my parts and parcels. Just try to understand. What is the duty of the parts and parcel? Suppose this finger, they are the parts and parcel of my body. What is the duty of the finger? The finger has to catch the foodstuff or prepare the foodstuff and put into the mouth. The finger cannot enjoy. It has given to the stomach. Similarly, if we are parts and parcel of Krishna, we cannot enjoy anything directly without giving Krishna. That is our duty. Jiver Swarup hai Nitya Krishna Das. So, Krishna also said in the Bhagavad Gita, Dharma Sanghasthapanarthaya Sambhami Juge Juge Jada Jada Hi Dharmasya Glani Bhavati Bharata Abhuthanam Adharmasya Tadatmanam Srijamaham. So, what for Krishna comes? Does he come to establish Hindu Dharma, Muslim Dharma or Christian Dharma? If Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, why he should be interested in particular type of Dharma, Hindu Dharma, Christian Dharma or Muslim Dharma? No. Therefore, after giving instruction throughout the whole Bhagavad Gita, as last says Krishna, the most confidential part of my instruction, Arjuna, Sarva Guhyatama, is this. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam saranam braja. This is Dharma. If you are not surrendered soul to Krishna or God, your Dharma has no meaning. It is useless. And where the definition of Dharma is given by Krishna at the last stage of his instruction of Bhagavad Gita, Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam saranam braja. If one can catch up this point, then he begins Bhagavad Dharma. Bhagavad Dharma. Prahlad Maharaj said, Kaumaranasarit pragya dharman bhagavatani ho. Kaumara, from the very beginning of childhood, one should be taught about Dharma, especially Bhagavad Dharma. the relationship with God. Similarly, in other place it is said, Savai Vamsang Paro Dharma, Jato Bhakti Radhokhaje, Ahoituki Apratihata, Jinatma Suprasidati. Jina Atma Suprasidati, Savai Vamsang Paro Dharma, highest type of religious system. Jato Bhakti Radhokhaje, by which one can learn how to love God. That is dharma. Anything else, that is not dharma. That is Poshu dharma. Nandaji has invented a very nice word, Manav dharma. So Manav dharma means what is the distinction between Manav and Poshu? That distinction is that a man eats, an animal eats. A man sleeps, an animal sleeps. A man has got sexual intercourse, animal has got sexual intercourse. A man also tries to defend, an animal also tries to defend. So these four principles of dharma, bodily necessities of life, is equal to the man and the animal. If you manufacture very nice palatable dishes for eating, that does not mean you are advanced in civilization. No. It is eating. So what is the difference between Manav Dharma and Poshu Dharma? Manav Dharma means what Krishna teaches. Sarva Dharma Parityajya Mamekam Saranam. This is Manav Dharma. Except this, anything, that is Poshu Dharma. That is Poshu Dharma. Therefore Bhagavad says, Dharma projita koitava atra. All cheating type of dharma is kicked out from this Bhagavad Dharma. So actually, if you are interested in Manav Dharma, we should take instruction from the authorities. Don't try to manufacture dharma. That is not possible. You cannot manufacture. Dharmantu bhasakshad bhagavat pranitam. Dharma means the codes given by God. That is dharma. Just like law means given by the state. You cannot manufacture law at your home. That is not possible. Nobody will care for that. Nobody will care for that. Just like on the street, you have got the law, keep to the left. So if you say, why not go to the right? You will be immediately arrested. You are criminal. Because it is law by the state. By your consideration, where is the difference between going in some countries, in England, now England is kept to the left, India, America, it is kept to the right. So this may be changed in different countries and different laws, but law means which is given by the state. Similarly, dharma means which is given by God. You cannot manufacture dharma. That will not be applicable. So therefore Krishna says, the Supreme Personality of Godhead says, that I descend, jada jadahi dharmasya glani bhavati bharat. What is that glani? When one forgets Krishna or God and manufacture his own religion, Poshu dharma, he cannot be happy. That is not possible. Just like if you make your own laws, you cannot be happy. You must obey the laws of the state. Similarly, what is the law of God? That is dharma. Dharma tu sakshat bhagavat pranita. Dharma cannot be manufactured by any man or any demigod or any saintly person, no. The dharma is given by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, which he says as the last instruction in the Bhagavad Gita, Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam saranam vraja. And actually, it is happening all over the world. Since we have presented this dharma to serve Krishna, it is working very wonderfully. We have got branches all over the world. And you'll find some of these samples, you'll see those who are chanting Hare Krishna mantra, these Europeans, Americans, Canadians. We have got even branch in Iran also, Mohammedans, Christians, Africa. Everyone is taking to this dharma, this Krishna consciousness movement. Therefore Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu enunciated Cheta Tatpanamarjanam Bhava Mahadavagni Nidvapanam Bhava Mahadavagni Nidvapanam. There is a conflagration of flame all over the world on account of godless civilization, this nonsense civilization. You have to stop it. Then you will be happy. You cannot become happy without God. That is not possible. Therefore, if you are actually interested to spread dharma, you take the principles of Bhagavad Gita, standard, Bhagavad Gita as it is. Don't try to interpret in a fashionable way. This means that, that means that. No. Krishna means Krishna. Krishna means, Krishna says, Matta parataram nanya kinchijasti dhananya. My dear Dhananya, there is no more superior authority than me. You have to accept that. Krishna says, Mame vaja prapaddante, mayame tan tarantite. You have to accept that. Krishna says, Manmana bhavamad bhakta, madajadi mang namaskuru. You have to accept that. Then you will be able to. You will be successful. Otherwise, it is useless waste of time. Sramaeva hi kevalam. Sramaeva hi kevalam. Dharma sarusthita pumsa. Vishaksena kathasuja. Notpadayataratingi jadi. Sramaeva hi kevalam. You can execute your so-called dharmas. But if it does not help you to understand what is God, then it is useless waste of time. It is useless waste of time. Sramaeva hi kevalam. So, actually this Bharatvarsha is the land of dharma. Even some communist Chinese gentleman, he has written a book that is recommended in the New York University. He says that if you want to know about dharma, you must go to India and learn it. We have got so facility. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Bharat bhumite manusya janma haila jat, janma sarthak kari karo paropakar. Anyone who has taken birth as a human being in the land of Bharatvarsha, first of all, let him become perfect and distribute the knowledge all over the world. That is paropakar. So I shall request that there is great need of this Krishna consciousness movement all over the world. It is only one man's attempt. If persons like Nandaji and others, leading persons, Jajjad acharati srestha, lokastad anuvartate. Nandaji is one of the srestha Vyakti of India. He was minister in the central government. Now he is out of office, but the man is the same. I was very glad when I received the literature. I thought at least one man in India is thinking that India is so much downfall. So I was very much encouraged. Otherwise I was very much discouraged that there is no human being because they have forgotten Krishna, forgotten God. Now I see there is still. So I shall request Nandaji to take the standard method as prescribed in the Bhagavad Gita. Then he will be successful. Not only Nandaji, anyone. The example is already there. I am preaching all over the world Bhagavad Gita as it is. There is no fashionable interpretation. No. As it is. And how they are being accepted. So, why not in this country? And in this country, Krishna consciousness is natural, it is not artificial. From the birth of a man is Krishna conscious. Artificially he is being cut down. Forget Krishna. This nonsense dharma should be stopped. Take Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is being accepted all over the world. Why not in India? Why you present competitors of Krishna? Don't do this. Take this instruction of Bhagavad Gita that Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam saranam braja. You will be successful. If you manufacture something, you will never be successful. I tell you. So anyone, the standard is there, the instruction is there, everything is there. Why should we try to manufacture something new? Mahajana jena gatasya pantha dharmantu sakshad bhagavat panitam dharmasya tattam nitam guhaya Mahajana jena gatasya pantha. That is our process. Tattva pratisthana, simply by argument you cannot reach the confidential part of dharma. Sutayo vibhinna, and if you study Vedas, that is also Sam Yajuri Katharpa, you will be puzzled. Naso munijyasya matang na bhinnam. He is not a philosopher or a muni who cannot give a separate theory. So these things are going on. Therefore, how to know what is the purpose of dharma? That is stated that dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhayam mahajana jena gatasya pantha. Just follow, try to mahajan. Who can be better mahajan than Krishna? Is there anybody in this world still now better than Krishna who can give good instruction, more beneficial than Krishna? No, there is none. So take this principle, Bhagavad Gita, as it is, the instruction of Gita, instruction of Krishna, and try to follow. It will be successful not only in India, all over the world. That is my practical experience. Thank you very much.
Vandeham Sri Guru.
The following is an arrival address given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on the 18th of May, 1972, in Los Angeles, California.
So, my dear boys and girls, about 6 years ago, I came to your country single-handed with these pair of symbols. Now, you are so many chanting Hare Krishna. That is my success. It was the prediction of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, পৃথিবীতে আছে যত নগরাদি গ্রাম সর্বত্র প্রচার হইবে মোর নাম. Lord Chaitanya desired that in all the towns, in as many towns and villages as they are on the surface of the globe, my name will be broadcast. He is Krishna himself, Swayam Krishna, Krishna Chaitanya Namne, simply changing his name as Krishna Chaitanya. So, his prediction will never go in vain. That's a fact. So, my plan was that I shall go to America. America is the leading country of the world. If I can convince the younger generation of America, they will take up. I am an old man. I came here at the age of 70 years. Now I am 76. So my warning is already there. In 1971, I had a severe heart attack, you know all. So the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is now in your hand. You are American boys and girls, very intelligent and graced by Krishna. You are not poverty-stricken. You have enough resources, prestige, everything materially. You are all well equipped. If you kindly take this Krishna consciousness movement seriously, your country will be saved and the whole world will be saved. The present human civilization is not in right order. I was coming here and I was seeing one film, cinema, The Boyfriend. Of course, young boy, young girl, making friendship, enjoying life, that is not condemned. Actually, that is life. Radha and Krishna is young boy and young girl. Radha Krishna pranaya brikiti alladini shakti asma ekatmanavapi deha bhedo gato to chaitanyaka prakata madhuna taddayam chaikamaptam Radha bhava duti subalitam namami Krishna sarupam. This young boy and young girl trying to unite for happiness is the natural inclination of the living entity. It is there in the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In the Vedanta Sutra, it is said, Janmadasya jataha. Everything that we see in this material world is there in the spiritual world. Janmadasya jataha. Where from everything is coming. The original source of this love is there in the Absolute. Radha Krishna Pranaya Brikiti. It is the manifestation of the pleasure potency of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, the thing as it is originally is perfect. But here, the same thing is only perverted reflection. Here the boys and the girls meeting, because it is simply a reflection, just like a reflection of the tree on the river, it is just topsy-turvy. Similarly, that reflection reality, Radha Krishna love, is topsy-turvy here. So our Krishna consciousness movement is very scientific, factual, authorized. Simply intelligent person can understand it. Every human being has got intelligence better than the animals. If he simply tries to understand what is this Krishna consciousness movement, his human life will be perfect. Here we are trying to enjoy, but we do not know that next life, next chapter may stop everything at any moment. Don't think because you are American, you have got material opulences, very comfortable life, cars, roads, buildings, that's all right. But any moment you will be kicked out, and it may be that we will have to accept another body which is not at all American. It may be the body of a tree or a cat or a dog. That science you must know. Don't be enamored by the flickering happiness. This happiness is there, which is factual. This Radha Krishna, you see, Radha Krishna, Krishna how he is jolly, with his cows, with his flute, with his comrades, with his boyfriend, girlfriend, how he is happy. Chintamani prakara sadamasu kalpa brikkhala khabriti susrabhi ravipalayan Lakshmi sahasra sata samrama sevamana Govindamadi purusam tamaham. Here you are trying to enjoy the company of young girls. But Krishna is also doing that in the spiritual world. Sahasra Sata Sambrahma. Lakshmi. Each girl there is a goddess of fortune. Not only one, but many hundreds and thousands. They are with great respect and reverence trying to serve Krishna. Lakshmi Sahasra Sata Sambrahma Sevamana. So you can also enter in the company of Krishna as Krishna's friend, as Krishna's servant, as Krishna's consort, as Krishna's father, anything. Everything. Here also there are 5 relationships. Relationship between master and the servant, relationship between friend and friend, relationship between father and son, and relationship between boyfriend and girlfriend. All these relationships are emanating from Krishna. Akhila Rasamrita Sindhu, the ocean of all pleasure. And Krishna comes himself to give you this message. Krishna appeared 5,000 years ago on this planet, and at Vrindavan he exhibited his real pastimes in the spiritual world. So, just to give practical demonstration and to invite you there. Krishna canvassing, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Saranam Bhaja. So, we have got this message from Krishna, from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, from the 6 Goswamis, later on Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, and we are trying our bit also to distribute this knowledge. Now, 10th, 11th, 12th. My Guru Maharaj is 10th from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I am 11th, you are the 12th. So distribute this knowledge. People are suffering. They are simply fighting on some false thing. Maya. They should be given the real fact of happiness. We have spoiled our life, many lives, coming through the evolutionary process of 8,400,000 species of life. Here is an opportunity, human form of life. And here is the message of Lord Chaitanya, Krishna. The human form of life can understand, and especially in America, you can understand. You have got better intelligence, better facility. We are not sentimental, simply chanting and dancing. We have got more than 2,000 volumes of books. If you want to learn it through science, philosophy, it is also there. Otherwise, the simple method, simply chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. And you realize the whole thing. The child can take part, the philosopher can take part, the scientist can take part, the politician can take part, the religionist can take part, the public can take part. It is so universal, and it is open. There is no secret. It is not that I shall give you some secret mantra and give me some money, I go out. It is open. So, I especially appeal to the Americans whose boys and girls are helping me so much. Please take this philosophy. Try to understand this philosophy. Make your life successful. Your country and the whole world. You are helping other parts of the world who are not very much developed with money, with resources. That's a very good idea. But in your country, you do not see how the younger generation are going astray, how they are baffled and confused. You should take care of this. The flower of your country, they are becoming hopeless, confused. Try to save them. And this is the only remedy, Krishna consciousness, that can save your country and the whole world. Thank you very much.
Prabhupada, PA 7-72. Put them in place right away. The cameras are all. No.
No.
Put them in place.
Just one behind Prabhupada, only one.
Do this quickly, please.
Sudushwara?
Yes? You may begin, Prabhupada.
So, I shall speak on Bhagavad Gita as it is. The purpose of saying Bhagavad Gita as it is explained that there are many editions of Bhagavad Gita. They have interpreted in their own way, giving up the spirit of Bhagavad Gita. So, this particular name, as it is, significant. Perhaps there is no other edition of Bhagavad Gita where it is written as it is. In this connection, Professor Dimmock of Chicago University has written a foreword, and he very much appreciates the theme. He says, Swami Bhaktivedanta comments upon the Gita from this point of view, and that is legitimate. She accepts that Bhagavad Gita as it is legitimate presentation of the great book of knowledge. And he also says, more than that, in this translation, the Western reader has the unique opportunity of seeing how a Krishna devotee interprets his own text. So, about Krishna, the devotees actually can interpret about Krishna book. Others, if they are not devotee, how they can interpret on Krishna? Just like a member of a family can say very nicely about the head of the family, how outsiders can say about the family. That is not possible. Similarly, about Krishna, a Krishna devotee can speak nicely, not others. Others have no right to speak about Krishna. And Krishna also admits Arjuna as the right student of Bhagavad Gita. In the beginning, Krishna says that I have selected you as my student because you are my friend and you are my devotee. So, in other words, we can understand that Bhagavad Gita can be understood who has intimate relationship with Krishna. Just as Krishna says, you are my dear friend. That is intimate relationship with Krishna. And without becoming a devotee, nobody can be intimately related with Krishna. These are the factors to be understood. So, this Bhagavad Gita was spoken 5,000 years ago to Arjuna in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, and the science of understanding God is there in this Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is the science of God. Everything has got some science, scientific book to understand that particular subject matter. Similarly, there are different types of concept of God. Generally, they take it as an idea, but we don't take it as idea. We take God as concrete fact. Just like you are seeing me, I am seeing you. This is concrete fact. Similarly, a God can be seen by you, and God is already seeing you. There is no doubt about it. But you can see also God. So that process we have to understand, how to see God. That process is mentioned in all the Vedic scripture. That is called Bhakti Yoga, that process. Krishna also says in the Bhagavad Gita, Bhaktya mam abhijanati javan jasyami tat. If anyone wants to know Krishna, what he is, then one has to accept the process of Bhakti Yoga. There are different types of yogas. Yoga means linking oneself with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, speculative yoga will not help us. You have to take concrete yoga. Concrete yoga is Krishna consciousness. So, we have given our introduction of the Bhagavad Gita that one has to understand Bhagavad Gita as it is directed in the Bhagavad Gita. There is direction. How to read Bhagavad Gita. People are reading Bhagavad Gita without taking the direction. This we have explained in the manner that if you take some medicine, there is some direction on the bottle, that this is the dose. You take so many drops, so many times, that is direction. Similarly, for understanding Bhagavad Gita actually, you have to accept the direction as given by the author himself, Krishna. He says that long ago, some 40 millions of years ago, he first spoke this Bhagavad Gita to the Sun God. And Sun God transmitted the knowledge to his son Manu. And Manu transmitted the knowledge to his son Ikhaku. Imang vivassati yugam prattavan aham abhayam. Vivashan manave praha manu Ikhaka vibravit. So, the Rajarsis, they are all kings. Manu is king, Maharaj Ikhaku is also king, and the sun god Vivashan, he is also king. He is the king of the sun planet, and his grandson Ikhaku became the king of this planet, Maharaj Ikhaku, and in this dynasty, which is known as Raghuvansha, Lord Ramchandra appeared. It is a very old monarchical family, Ikhaku Vansha, Raghuvansha. Vansha means family. So formally, the kings, the head of the administrative executive, they used to learn the thesis or the injunction given by God, because a king is no, you cannot do like that. Now I conclude here, that's all.
Actually, we should just change over. We can change loads, we can pick up right there.
Vandeham Sri Guru.
The following is a lecture given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on the 24th of February 1972 in Calcutta, India.
Sometimes we see the scorpion is coming out from a heap of rice. So we are thinking that the rice is generating a life, and that is not fact. The fact is that the scorpions, they lay down eggs within the rice, and by the fermentation of the rice, a small scorpion come out. So, matter is not the cause of generating life. That's not a fact. Actually, the living entity develops his body. Just like when there is sex intercourse, man and woman, the secretion mixes together. It becomes emulsified within the womb. And if the circumstances is favorable, then a living entity takes shelter of the secretion and the body develops. This is science. Not that the secretion itself is generating the life. No. Karmana daivanetrena jantar deha upapattaye. According to our karma, we are observed about our karmas, our activities, by superior intelligence. So we act sinfully or piously, and according to that, our action, the resultant body is offered by the material nature. Prakrite kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvas. Ahankara vimuratma kartam iti mantra. We are under the grip of the laws of material nature. And according to our karma, we are getting different types of body and transmigrating from one body to another. And then, once we take birth, we live for some time, we grow the body, then we produce some byproducts, then the body dwindles, and at last it vanishes. It vanishes means you accept another body. Again, the body is growing, the body is staying, body is producing byproduct, again dwindling, and again vanishes. This is going. Mutta bhutta praliyat. So this is our problem. But our brain is so dull that we do not touch the real problem. We are very much busy with the temporary problem. Just like when there is disease, it is a problem. But we do not try to understand that as soon as I get a body, disease must be there. I have already accepted all these problems, janma, mrityu, jara, vyadhi. As soon as I have agreed to accept a material body, that is my real problem. If somebody says that you are going there is some danger there. So when you meet that danger, why you said it is problem? It was already informed. So Krishna informs you that this is real problem. Janma mrityu jara vyadhi. Dukkha dosanu darsana. Why you are so busy for the temporary problem? This is your real problem. So, if you want to solve the real problem of life, then you have to withdraw your attachment from this material world and replace that attachment to Krishna. This is the solution of problem. So long you will be materially attached, so long you have to accept this material body and different conditions. Attachment for this body means attachment for the senses. The body means senses. Indrani pararahu. This material body means we have got some senses, we want to satisfy them. That is material life. Indrani pararahu, indriyabha paramana. And those who are not successful, nobody is successful in satisfying the senses, then he tries to satisfy the mind. Cross enjoyment, the kurmis, they are trying to enjoy this world by the senses. They are called karmis. And when he is baffled in sense enjoyment, then he manufactures something from the mind and he thinks this is enjoyable. Some poetry, some rascal philosophy, mental speculation. They think this is Indrani pararahu, indriyabha paramana, the mental speculation. Then, when mental speculation fails, then intellectual speculation. Intellectual speculation, if one comes to that stage, then by intellect means to use one's intelligence, whether I am this body or I am this mind. How I can use my intelligence? When I come to Bhagavad Gita, I see that neither this body, neither this mind I am. I am identifying with this body or I am identifying with this mind, that I am not. I have nothing to do with this. That is called Brahmagyan. And Krishna says, the bhumi, rapa, anala, vayu, khang, mana, buddhi, ahankara, iti yang me, prakriti, bhinnastadha. So, this material world means combination of these 8 kinds of material energy: earth, water, air, fire, ether, mind, intelligence and ego, and the living entity. The living entity is superior quality energy, Krishna says. Aparayang itastu viddhi me prakritim para jiva bhuta. Jiva bhuta, that is another energy of Krishna. This is inferior energy, material energy, mind, intelligence, ego, that is also material, subtle, very fine. But that is also material energy. So these 8 kinds of material energies plus the superior energy, the living entity, combination, and that is this material world. Krishna will say, etat jonini sarvan. Whatever forms of life you are seeing, etat jonini bhutani sarvani tu upadharaya aham krishnasya jagata prabhava pralayas. So, whatever forms of life you are observing, jonin. Joni means species of life. There are different varieties of forms. But that does not mean simply human species. There are 8,400,000 species. There are aquatics, insects, birds, beasts, trees, so many things. All of them. Krishna says another place, aham, sarvasva, bija, ahanga bija pradapita. All of them, because these exhibitions of different varieties of forms and life, they are made of Krishna's true energy. Material energy and the spiritual energy. Therefore, all of them belongs to Krishna, because it is Krishna's energy. So we cannot say that we are free from Krishna. When you understand that whatever I have got, it is emanation from Krishna, janmadasya jataha, Vedanta Sutra says. Everything is emanated from the Supreme. He is absolute truth, Brahma. So, from the absolute truth, Brahma, Parabrahma, Krishna, these two energies are emanated, and combination of these two energies, that is material world. Similarly, there is another world, parastasmatu bhava anya, spiritual world, where there is no more this material energy. There is only spiritual energy. That spiritual energy, there the body is also the same, and there is no question of the soul is different from the body. Here, the body is material and the soul is spiritual, combination. And the spiritual world, there is no such difference between body and the soul. The same ingredient, body and soul. So if it is possible for the ordinary living entity to become of the same quality, body and soul, how Krishna can be different from the body and soul? But so-called scholars, they think that Krishna is as different from the soul as we are. Now, therefore Krishna says, avajananti magamudha manasin tanuasita. Krishna, when he comes with his spiritual body. Just like when the governor goes to the jail, it does not mean that he is one of the members of the jail. No. Similarly, when Krishna comes within this material world, he does not become a member of this material world. Etad Isharam Ishasya, that is called Isharam, all-powerfulness. That in spite of his coming in this material world, he is not one of the material living entities as we are. If we think like that, the Krishna is like one of us, then we are mudha, avajananti mana mudha. Manasim tanumasitam. Because I come in the human form, therefore those are mudhas, rascals, they think that I am also a human being. He is not human being. He is God, Supreme Lord. Therefore Krishna says that janma karma me dibbam jiv janati tattva. Krishna also appears, just like Krishna appears as the son of Devaki, her father, Vasudeva. But actually, as described in the Shastras, he did not come out from the womb of his mother. He first appeared before them in Chaturbhuj Narayan Murti. And when Devaki prayed that she was always anxious that Kansa would kill, she knew that God is coming within my womb. But because she was a woman, she was also afraid that Kansa will kill my son. Mother's affection. She could not believe that God cannot be killed. But because God became her son, out of affection, she was thinking that, my dear son, you kindly wind up your 4 hands, you become 2-handed child. Otherwise Kamsa will immediately kill. So, this is Dibbam, Janma. Janma karma mein Dibbam. Krishna's birth is not ordinary birth. Krishna's birth is different from ordinary birth. An ordinary child does not come before his father and mother in 4 hands, and the mother requests that he become 2-handed and become ordinary child. No. She has to take place within the womb of his mother. Therefore, the Krishna's birth and ordinary child's birth is not the same. That is Dibbam. Janma karma me Dibbam. And karma, when he was 3 months old, lying down on the lap of his mother, a Putana came to kill him. And Krishna sucked her breast and killed her. And 7 years old, he lifted the Govardhan hill, Govardhandhari. Therefore, his karma, his activities are also Dibbam. His janma is Dibbam. His karma is Dibbam. Jo janati tattata. Somebody will say these are stories because they are unbeliever. If Krishna is God, then is it very difficult thing for him to kill a Putana or to lift a Govardhan hill? Krishna is supporting millions of planets, bigger than this planet. You can imagine. This planet is filled with so many great seas, mountains, and heavy buildings and so many things. But it is floating like a straw, like an atom in the air. Similarly, not only one. There are millions and millions of planets floating in the air, in one universe, and there are millions and millions of universes. And Krishna says, Athava bahunaitina kingatina tavarjana Vishtyabhya aham idam Krishnam ekagshina stitu jagat. All this material world, cosmic manifestation, sthita, is existing on the strength of my one part, energy. So if Krishna can sustain so many planets by his energy, is it very difficult for him to lift a mountain when he was 7 years old? This is called Jo Janati Tattva. One must know Krishna. Not that we take simply advantage of Krishna's Ras Leela as the professional reciters do. No, we should know Krishna perfectly. We cannot know Krishna perfectly well. But as far as they are described in the Shastras, Krishna is describing himself here, that Bhumi, Rapa, Anala, Vayu, they are my energy. Why don't you take it? How we can explain this Bhumi, where from this earth has come out, where from the water has come out, where from the air has come out? You will say that chemical combination. The other day I was asking in Madras, one gentleman who was chemist, I say that your theory that this water is produced by combination of hydrogen and oxygen. Now, who supplied the tons of hydrogen and oxygen to make this sea? This is a reasonable question. Who supplied? I accept there is hydrogen and oxygen mixture, but who is the chemist who prepared, or who is the chemical suppliers who supplied? Then you have to go to Krishna. Janma adasya jata. Everything is from Krishna. And Krishna says also, I supplied, I created. Bhumi, Rapa, Anala, Vayu, Khangamana, Buddhiri, Vajra. So what is the difficulty? Krishna is explaining himself in the Bhagavad Gita. You try to understand. And he says, if you understand me in truth, then you are liberated. What is the difficulty? Nobody can change our position. Not that we are blindly. If you argue, we can convince you. Not only one, everyone. So, if you say that you blindly believe in Krishna's word, if I argue with you, how you will be able to defend? Yes, I shall be able to defend. How? Krishna says, Buddhi yogam dadami tam jina mam upajantiti. Krishna is supplying intelligence. However nonsensically you argue with me, I shall be able to defeat you. Because Krishna is within me and he promises, Buddhi yogam dadami tam. There is nothing difficult to become a Krishna conscious person. Simply you have to believe, understand, not blindly. Suppose Krishna says that this bhumi, this earth, is created by my energy. If you deny no, it is not your energy, then prove whose energy has created. What is your statement? Where from this earth has come? You have not created. But that kind of explanation, just like so-called philosophers and scientists said, there was a chunk and it becomes burst out and they become planets. And where from this chunk came? You see, these nonsense things are going on, they are scientists. Where from this chunk came? There was a chunk. Their origin of creation is a chunk. They don't believe that it was created by Krishna. The chunk created this such whole cosmic manifestation, and it is working so nicely and regularly and producing so many things. The origin is a chunk. You see? So we are not so foolish. We have to believe this rascal philosophy and scientific statement, there was a chunk and there was creation. No. Here, from the Shastras, we understand that there is the original source of everything. Janmadasya jata. Then what kind of that original source? That is explained in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Janmadasya jataha annayat itaratascha artheshu abhigya. That Janmadasya jataha, that source, is a living entity with sense, not impersonal nonsense. Abhigya, this word is used. This Vedanta Sutra is explained by the Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhāsyaṁ Brahma Sutranam. The Vedanta Sutra is known as Brahma Sutra. So this is the natural commentary or explanation, Srimad Bhagavatam. Because in the Vedanta Sutra, it is said that the original source, there is an original source, Brahma, Athāta Brahma Jigyāsa. What is that Brahma? Now inquire about Brahma. Now, whom it is spoken? To the human society. That in so many lives after lives in evolutionary process, if you have simply tried for maintaining your body, ahara nidra bhayamaithunancha. But this life, this human form of life, don't waste like cats and dogs. Try to understand the Brahma. What is that Brahma? Janmadasya jataha. That Brahma is the supreme cause of everything.